Rob Howze is a fitness and high-performance coach. Rob helps people break through barriers and hit their desired goals. His formula is 80-20-100. That's the health state of your life. That's the health state of your life is determined by 80% of what you eat, 20% of exercise, and 100% mindset. Where the mind goes, the energy flows. So if you show me your thoughts, you've shown me your future. Rob, you ready to rock this?
Ready, man.
Whoa, ready, baby. Woo!
Yeah, it's like the beginning of a Super Bowl. Every day I wake up.
I love it, man. I love it. So, dude, thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule to come on here and share with our audience about all that you're learning, all that you're teaching. You got groups going, you got challenges going, you got all kinds of amazing stuff. So thanks for taking the time out of your busy and valuable time to come on here and share with us, man. Thank you.
Man, thank you for the Boston Motivational Marathon, man. Yeah.
Love it, baby. Love it. We're just getting started up in here. By the way, I said this before you came on, but your colors is just popping, man. I love it. You make an impact. You stick in people's minds and memories. That's how we roll, baby. 12-hour marathon, popping with the colors. I love it. I love it. So, dude, let's dive into the topic of today, which is the mastermind. So, Rob, how has this concept of masterminding showed up for you? How has it made a difference for you? How has it impacted your life, your clients, your relationships? How has that showed up for you, man?
Well, listen, the first time I really understood Mastermind, I was listening to the audiobook of Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich.
Yes.
And getting yourself around individuals who are going to push you to your furthest extent, your furthest and fullest capacity. I mean, that's a no-brainer. And so what happens is when you do that, I mean, you just get better in everything you do. You become a better basketball player, a better thinker, a speaker, lover. I mean, whatever it is, you just get better. So I'm interested in that. Sign me up for that, you know? Okay, if I can sign up, then maybe I can sign some other folks up. That's where that kind of transformed them. Like, you know, everyone needs that, you know?
Yeah. Wow, man. That's powerful. I love it. And that's, you know, what I love about every guest who comes on the show is they all have a different response to this question and how they relate to it. And for you, it's like pushing ourselves to the limit is like such a core philosophy, such a core part of your journey. And especially it's so appropriate how you shared that, because today's topic is becoming a superhuman, right? Being a superhuman. How do we step into that superhuman power, into that life? And we're going to get there. We're going to dive into that. And before we get there, why don't you share a little bit about who you are and what you're up to, what you're creating in the world today, man?
Yeah, man. So I've been called to the planet to help people. You know, my life's mission statement is empowering people to live healthier, more prosperous lives. You know, that's how life's work. And so that's what I do through our group challenges on Facebook, in person. The digital age gives us the ability to literally reach our arms around the entire world and just bring anybody who's interested, if we're good enough at marketing and attracting them, bring anybody who's interested into a place where they just get better mentally, physically, and spiritually.
Yes.
A web, which is more like a vacuum. You know?
A black hole of power. Empowerment. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Yes. So why are you doing that stuff, man?
Hey, it makes me feel good, dude. It really does. Yeah. It really does. It makes me feel better giving somebody $1,000 than actually getting $1,000. Wow. It's not even comparable. Now, I would like $1,000. Okay, I'm not saying that, but if I could compare the feeling, then we're even in the same realm, you know. Right. And so, seeing people grow and become a better version of themselves, and saying I had a contribution, even if I made the contribution and you never see me, I'm like the whiz, you know what I'm saying, behind. If you never see me, I'm good with it. But I'm like, I'm in the back like, yeah, like the radio dude, like, yeah. I'm like, okay, you know, why not?
Yes. Dude, I love how expressive you are, man. This is beautiful. So you're loving this. You're loving being a contribution, giving. You're empowering people to be superhuman, to dial in their mindset, their health, their wellness, and really focus on the 20% that really makes a difference. So why don't we go back a little bit before we keep diving into becoming more superhuman? Take us back on that journey and tell us about some of the challenges and obstacles that you faced to get to where we are today, and some of the pearls of wisdom that you picked up along the way that you can share with our audience so that they don't have to make those same kind of missteps or mistakes.
Absolutely, man. So, I was blessed to be able to grow up in the hood and the suburbs. Yeah, hood and suburbs. And the way Buffalo, New York, the hood and suburbs only are distance about 3 miles from completely, totally different environments.
Yeah.
But the significance was, and I wasn't like in the hood, South Central, where you get killed on your street, but I did get shot before I left for college, and my cousin did get killed around the corner. I mean, it is one of those areas where you got to keep your head on a swivel.
Damn.
But what I learned there is that right up the street where my grandmother lived in the suburbs, so the kids there, they would call me nigger, and they was saying that era. I'm talking about early 80s.
Right.
But then over here in the hood, like black dudes was calling each other the same name. But I noticed, though, there was parallel from both environments was that the mindset was jacked. Everybody's mindset was jacked. Everybody had a warped paradigm of how they looked at life. And I wonder how they got there. Because I wasn't like that. I mean, I was a knucklehead, but I was always outside looking in like, dang, wow. And so observing all that, like I said, getting shot before I came to college, and then going to college and just absorbing everything, you get to a certain point in life where you can't do anything else besides what you're called to do. So I got to that point eventually about 15 years ago and said, okay, get certified as a personal trainer. And I became a licensed minister. I studied theology for 10 years.
Wow.
I studied theology for 10 years.
Damn.
And so I put all those things, and I didn't put them all together thinking, one day I'm going to be a fitness and high performance coach. That wasn't the story. It was just, okay, I want to learn and know this. Yeah. Okay, I want to know why she is tripping like that. Why is she like that? There's a reason for this behavior.
She's tripping.
So I figured it out, and we broke up. But I used that information, for the next relationships and for life. And I don't even know what the question is, man. I think I was just talking about where I came from, how I got here. I think that was it. I think that was it. Dude, just like life experiences, especially the worst ones. Yeah, I learned the most. Yeah. But it proved to be the most valuable lessons now. Like literally, I could be in a conversation, hang out with some dudes who are from the hood and really communicate with them. Not necessarily become a chameleon and change be who I am, but be the thermostat instead of the thermometer. I control the atmosphere.
Wow.
Or I can speak with executives about corporate wellness and the importance of how if your employees are healthier, you'll make more money on the bottom line. But I only got that because I experienced all the worlds.
Wow. What were some of the challenges of bridging the gap of where you came from? I know you said you were kind of from an outside looking in perspective, but what were some of the challenges in adapting from that kind of hood upbringing into more of the corporate, like kind of cleaned up sort of environment? What were some of the challenges in going through both of those environments?
Well, I'd say I probably only have really one true challenge that I can remember. There's probably little small ones, but they weren't significant enough. But the one challenge was my speech, my dialogue. So when you're in the hood, or not even in the hood, but when you're in a relaxed, I don't know if it's called the hood, like everything is hood, but but when you're in that relaxed atmosphere, your speech, your language, no one cares. But when you're trying to communicate to somebody the importance of something, if you don't sound intelligent or educated, what doesn't matter what you're talking about, they're not going to be able to receive it. So I actually thank God for YouTube. So anything in the world you want to know how to do, type it in YouTube and somebody will show you. Here's a YouTube advice. Find the video with the most views in the shortest amount of time. Because that'll be a concise one that'll just drop that information you're looking for right at you. So I learned how to speak slower, articulate myself, understand the difference between pausing and speeding up and when to control energy. There's a system to speaking. I'm like, wow, unbelievable.
Yeah, it's like you were talking about being the Wizard of Oz, right? Like there's levers that we can move in people's subconscious by talking in certain patterns and tones and whatever. I get chills. You can see through his shirt thinking about that kind of stuff. That's like superhuman, right? That's like if you want to master this reality, if you want to be the creator of this reality, of your reality, you got to be a student. You got to be a scientist. You got to be running experiments on what works, what doesn't. You got to be risking. You got to be thinking outside of the box. You got to be innovating. So I'm sure those are like a couple concepts that I threw out. But Rob, why don't you tell us a little bit more about, the health side and the high performance and your expertise about being that superhuman?
Yeah, man. So, unfortunately, I've witnessed people leave the planet early, for health reasons, things that could have been avoided. And so that's what got me involved, to make it a profession because I can do it and, make a living from it. And so, as a high performance coach, most of the people that I see are trying to do something with their weight. Mm-hmm. They're trying to do something, either lose it, to get off medication, to get rid of diabetes, which a lady in our program did. She had diabetes for 8 years. And this thing brought me to man tears when I saw it. And it was all because she detoxed and letting the sugar go, just going through a process. And so, my job literally is to help people get the aha moments so that they can create their breakthrough. Because you can't create it for them. You can deliver it in a way to where it resonates and they're like, oh, and then they take action. And then when they take enough action, they see enough results, it just feeds itself. Right. It's so fun, man. I start talking and I forget your question, but I know I'm on the right page. It's crazy.
I love it. So it's like becoming superhuman. We gotta be aware of these factors. What do we need to be aware of? And we talked about mindset. We talked about health. Like, teach us what are some of those pillars, some of those steps, some of the frameworks, the mindsets, or the things that we need to understand, the pillars to be successful with these.
So to be superhuman, first we got to know that when you think of super, everyone thinks of Superman. That's clearly he's the super of all supers. Mm-hmm. But he has something called Kryptonite, and when Kryptonite is around, he's no longer super. So these are our Kryptonites. The Kryptonites that will keep you from being superhuman. The Kryptonite in the mind would be negative self-talk. Not thinking you're worthy or you have the ability. Or surrounding yourself with people who speak negatively, right? Watching negative things, listening to negative music. It's all up here. I mean, that's basically, 80, 20, 100, 80% what you eat, 20% exercise, 100% mindset. Right. And so that's the Kryptonite. Now, to avoid that, now be a personal development junkie. Be hungry for knowledge and getting better. That's going to indirectly challenge your mindset and give you a growth mindset, and you'll be growing and you'll be attracting people, like-minded people. And so there's Kryptonite in all the areas, but I'm going to start one by one because, I can keep rolling, dude. And, I got to make sure we're playing tennis and, and not just basketball by myself.
It's good, man. It's good. I think let's start going a little bit deeper into these individual topics. I'd love to do that.
Okay, let's do it.
Cool. So what specifically about, let's start with our health and what we're eating. What do we need to know about that, man?
So first off, we eat way too much sugar and too much. And we don't understand, honestly, what sugar does. We don't know that it's actually a poison in our body. We're unaware that it actually feeds diabetes, hypertension, and every other ailment. Sugar does this. And so the main thing we need to do is if we're not going to cut it out, we need to cut it in half. By cutting your sugar intake in half, what's going to happen is, and this is what happens on the detox, your body starts to move back into its natural state, which then automatically gives you better energy, gives you a better, clearer perspective. Your skin gets clearer, you make better choices. So it's important to understand that that's what's going to turn the dial for you. Just getting rid of sugar and then increasing this is like a no-brainer, but still increasing your fruits and vegetables. When I go to schools, I say, cut your sugar in half and color your plate. And color your plate like this background in my shirt. You know, if you do that by cutting the sugar, those two things together, you'll lose weight off the top.
Yep.
You can lose weight and not lift one weight.
Mm-hmm.
I don't suggest it because you need to strengthen your muscles, you know, but it's all about what you eat, man. You know, all about what you eat.
Dude. All right. So get rid of that sugar, color your plate. That's step one for the health. What about for the exercise? What do we need to know about exercising?
So a lot of people can't get to the gym. They say, I don't have time to get to the gym. I don't have time to work out. You know, here's the thing. You know, you got to pay now or pay later. You got to figure out a way to get some movement. You got to get movement in. You have to. Obesity percentage has gone up over the last 20 years. It's gone up and it's still going up, you know, and because people aren't moving. So here's the deal. I always like to start with a micro to macro because a lot of folks say, I can't get to the gym, I can't go, so I'm going to do nothing, right? Paralysis analysis. Micro says, just do something small. Okay, I want you to park 3 blocks away from your job. That's it.
Yeah.
And take the stairs if that's an option. Find a way to walk to your lunch. Find a way to distance from your start point to your end point as much as possible. Those little things.
Wow.
And then you'll start to see. Find a way to walk with your family, which this is really good too. It's inspiring. After dinner, make it a ritual. So it's not just, I got to go walking. No, this is our time to talk, hang out, kick it. You know, get that real family love feeling going while everybody's getting the endorphins and all those good chemicals flowing. You know? Yeah. So exercise, you can go hard or you can go little, but you gotta go somewhere. Right.
And whatever level you're at, like you said, it creates that growth mindset when we're focusing on personal development. Whatever level we're at, always be striving for more, always be expanding our capacity. So maybe you challenge your family to, if you've been doing these family walks at nighttime after dinner, maybe you challenge yourselves to do a little bit of a jog in the middle of it, you know, to kick it up a notch. How can you make things fun? How can you amplify the challenge, amplify the growth in it, and make it fun?
Yeah, man, you on it.
Yes,
you wrote the curriculum.
I love it, man. I love it. So we've talked about health. We've talked about, what we eat. We talked about the exercise as well and doing those tiny little bits. And I think that's a lot of people think that they have to be these fitness junkies and, muscle heads and stuff like that. But really, it's like the micro stuff that will really extend the lifespan more than anything, because it's the consistent movement. Yeah. It's the moving more often, because like the staying still for long periods of time is what will hurt our body the most.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's how you get arthritic pains and things begin to grow, get stiff. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So after we get those two down, how do we start dialing in the mindset?
So it's okay. You got your mind, body, and spirit, actually.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Mind,
body, and spirit. So your mindset is connected to your psychology, your perspective, and that's really surrounding yourself with the right people and putting the right things into your ear gates and eye gates. But this whole thing is a mind pillar, body pillar. We're held up by, and then the big pillar in the middle is the spirit pillar. Bam. Okay, that's everything. And see, some folks are unaware that's everything, but they're alive. They just don't. They're unaware that they're alive. Clearly, but that is the major pillar. Now let's talk about the kryptonite. The kryptonite is disbelief. If you don't have belief, you don't really have anything. You don't have gas in the car. You're just operating just for pure operation purposes, but you don't really. You see, faith is a necessity because you're not always going to be able to get what you want. And faith is the evidence of things hoped for but not seen. So that means you have to believe that something is possible without it actually being literally, visually possible. So can you do that? Yeah, that's faith. You can do that. You can do more than that. Let me show you how. Right? You can do it for free. So here's the deal. I'm a Christian because this is what I was introduced to, and this was a door that opened my life up, gave me perspective, made me a better husband, made my family better. Right? But I'm not somebody that says everybody has to be one particular religion. What I do believe is that everybody should find God. I'm not about to take that out. Everybody needs to find God, whatever that is to you. Now, hopefully you don't go down this rabbit trail, because sometimes that can happen. So again, you want to get around, you want to find people that you want to be like, get around them, observe, and then get it, and then immerse yourself in that environment. Right. And here's the key to it. When you get close to God, since God created everything and he knows everything, and through him you can do everything, the more you're connected to him and that source, the more you can do everything. So now, because the spirit controls everything, now your perspective and mind is good. And guess what? Your body is good too, because you're gonna make good choices to make your body good. You got a good spirit. Right? And so your spirit's good, man. I already know that.
Thank you.
And most of the time, the spirit gives you discernment to know that. Discernment, for those who don't know, it's just wisdom. It's just the knowing of. Because you've been around some jacked up spirits, boy. Oh, listen. I listen. That's like spiders crawling on my back. And I just had an experience like this, like recently. And it's not about me, because I didn't. It's like the person was like a two-face, not two-face, like a face here, then a face on the back of their head. Right. And they were one person, and then something happened, like then somebody else, and it just happened. No warning, nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay. So I just politely and elegantly bowed out of the relationship. Right. Just
bye-bye.
Smoke. Where'd they go?
The smoke bomb.
Yeah, man.
I love it. So, dude, this is all gold. I'm curious, like, what you said you were a pastor? Is that what it was?
So yes, I was a youth pastor for. I say I was, like I didn't retire, because young people are still that's my heart. That's where everything started from. But I'm not currently operating as a youth pastor in the church. But like that was great, man. Just being with the kids and going, and especially some kids who didn't have any kind of spiritual. Like they went to church with their mom and dad, but they don't. It's been like being drugged by the hair like a barbarian. You know what I'm saying? Here we go again. Being able to introduce like spirituality to them, God to them, and then them get it, and then once they turn it on, see all the stuff that happens because what? Come on, man. Wow.
So what were some of the lessons that you learned in your time, really serving God in I think you said for like 10 years you were more heavily involved, right?
Yeah, man. That again, faith is everything. Faith is everything. Faith is your bridge. Faith is the bridge to God. God is already there. He's there. Everything you want is a distance. Here and there. God is the bridge to it.
Wow.
The bridge to everything you want. And so the more connected you are to him, the more bridges you got in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? And the bridge. I need a bridge, man. Like I need a bridge to you because your energy, I've already known, like I've seen you a lot of, because this is Facebook. Yeah. But I talked to you recently within like a week, I think, or something, or less.
Yep.
I've already learned like 7 things. I'm like, wait a minute, man, this dude over here, I was like, this guy's really doing something. Every Wednesday, 12-hour show? You sure you're doing that? Wow, okay. I'm not crying about my little show every single day. Okay, I got nothing to complain about. So yeah, man.
Dude, that's awesome. So what was some of the biggest challenges in building your faith?
Man, believing in a God that's not there, being able to look through see the forest through the trees, or what is it? The forest. Being able to have a good perspective. Let's turn that off. Being able to have a good perspective, man, when everything's friggin' falling down around you. Again, love God. God protect you. You can do all things, but I'm broke, and I got to ask the church for money, and I got a wife, and I got a little baby, and I'm doing everything I can, but I'm swinging, and I'm missing, and I'm missing. I'm hitting myself in the head with the bat. I'm like, this is You know, I'm getting ready to kirk out. Okay, I'm getting ready to say some curse words up in the church. Okay, that's how I feel right now. Like, but I'm supposed to be. Everything's supposed to be good. You know, praise God. You know, hallelujah. No, that's where I started getting kind of mixed up. Like, it's not praise God, hallelujah all the time. Sometimes you feel something, you have to deal with it. Find a way to deal with it. Okay, and and make sure you have a good perspective about what you're doing, and thank God through it all. That's what like that. I had to work through all that to just to thank God for it all, no matter what. Just keep thanking Him, because your gratitude will determine your attitude, which will determine your altitude.
Yes.
And so that joint just lifts you higher, higher, higher. And now all the stuff he was going through is below you. You know, it's like, oh, dang. Yeah. He's like, yeah, I told you I could do that. He's like, I can do that. I do. Hey, you did say that. You said that.
How do you see the influence of God playing a role in your life moving forward in the coming years and decades?
Oh my goodness, dude. We literally, my hashtag is 1 billion healthy. As a matter of fact, I'm getting to do a line. Just got hashtag 1 billion healthy on the front. Yes. And it's gold on the black shirt. It gold and it shines, it sparkles. Listen, God, I'm going to show you. This I have on my wall. I'm waiting for it right now. So that's what I look at. Dr. King and Steve Jobs. You know, I have a dream, so I got to think differently. But I got a picture coming soon. Jesus going right here, right? Yeah. And so when I touch people's lives, this is how I want to roll. I want to have a dream that comes true that literally changes the world like Dr. King. I want to think differently enough to where what I have to say resonates with everyone. And I want to be as pure as I possibly can. I just made that up too, man. It's real, it's true, but I just made that up, and I believe it. Hey, baby. Oh, that's my son. What's up, buddy? Man, I'm telling you, dude. So, I mean, what I get to do now, here's the best part. Everybody that I come in contact with, I can put God in their pocket. I can give them something. You know, because to me, it's not, sometimes the only Bible people will ever see is you. So whatever you leave, whatever you contribute to their life, either you can create life or create death. You know, the Bible says there's power of life and death in the tongue. Wow. So those who speak it will eat its fruit. Whatever you speak, you'll eat that fruit. Law of attraction, same thing. As this man thinking, it's all lined up. So I get to put God in people's pockets because I got an app. And through my app, connect with people, and the phone's don't be in their pocket. God's really in their pocket.
I love what you said as well. Is sometimes you will be the only Bible that someone receives. You know, like you coming in contact with someone could be the message that they needed, the conduit, the channel of God, of faith, of something greater. And that's beautiful, man. Yeah,
man. That's all, man. Real, dude. Real. Especially when you take it in and you realize how powerful that is, and the shot that you have, the opportunity. I'm blessed to be a blessing.
Yeah. You know, one of the things, I have a business partner, and he's like very focused and disciplined. And I'm more of the Mother Teresa type of guy who helps everyone who wants to be helped, and also the people who don't want to be helped. Right. And he's like, well, dude, if they come to our seminar, then of course, like I'll be willing to help them. And I said, well, if they come across your path, then maybe it was meant for you to help them. It's not only in the seminar where they raised their hand, they showed up at the door, they went in, they sat down, and they said, I'm ready. But what if you are that conduit in that moment that they needed for something to ignite in them? So, like, having that presence, how did you like start learning that you're the gift? How did you embrace that you are the gift, not from a place of ego, but that you can really make the difference in everyone's life who you come across?
That's big, you know. So it started when I got shot. Right before I went to college, I got shot down. I got shot. Rob, my boy Rob. We always say we got Rob. Got shot. Bullet went through here. You know, got home. The bullet went in Rob's leg. Anyway, we got home. I had a Barry Sanders jersey. It was bloody, and I held it up, and there was holes in the front of the shirt. And I was looking at the shirt like, why are there holes in the front of the shirt? I only got shot in my arm. The bullet went in and went out. I'm like, and it hit me. When we both went back, the bullet went through my arm and went through my shirt, and I moved just enough to where the bullets just missed my chest cavity.
Wow.
It went through my shirt. I'm sitting there holding the shirt up, like looking at it, like I was stuck there maybe for like 3 days just holding it. Are you seriously? So I knew something was happening in me. Like I felt very special and blessed, and I knew that somebody had my best interests in their mind. Because clearly that guy with the gun that night did not. And so, as you get older and more mature, you learn how to use your gift. I've always had the gift of charisma and networking and just being a social body and speaking. But what can I do with that to make a difference? So all that just began to grow. And I'm also a musician. That's like my passion. And I noticed first through song that you really can change people's lives. Yeah. So seeing that happen through music and the spoken word, and it's like, wow, you can do this, And so again, as you grow into it, you grow into that gift you have, and you learn how to use it and utilize it better. And so instead of touching 100 people in like 5 years, let's touch 1 billion people in 1 year. Boom, we just called it, baby. Claim the fame. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes. Yeah. I love it. We got Kwanda out in the audience saying, gotta let go of toxic people. God is the bridge to everything you want. Gotta pray. It's in his word. Be a doer of the word and not a hearer only. Somebody prayed for me. My goodness. Kwanda.
Dude, that's one of our wonderful wellness tribers, man.
Oh, man.
Knowledge out there. That's tough.
Spitting out fire. So, Rob, I got a question for you. You had this experience where you were present to the presence of God. How can someone who hasn't gone through what you went through, how can someone who hasn't had such a visible expression that someone was watching over them, something was watching over them, how can we translate, how can we communicate that faith to them?
Somebody said, you want to get the best results, ask the best questions. That's it right there, dude. That's it right there. So the first thing we have to realize and really, really absorb is that in order to create a connection, you have to create a place of solitude, silence. The reason why people can't, you don't have to get shot, almost killed to have a relationship with God. You just got to be still long enough to hear him. We're moving. We get 60,000 thoughts a day. And that was like a study of 10 years ago. It's probably more now.
I know, right? With social media.
Yeah, probably more. Probably like 100,000 thoughts a day. And there's no way in the world you're going to focus on God with all that traffic if you don't step outside the beltway for a minute and find that place in the woods, man. And just get still for a minute. And through the solitude, through the silence is when you hear, because God doesn't yell. Whispers. Can't hear whispers in a traffic jam, man. Everybody's blowing a horn, cursing. You can't hear nothing. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get out of there, okay? Get out of there, and then that will give you the platform, man. That will give you that doorway. Close the door, buddy. It's loud down there. That'll give you a doorway to be able to walk through and see, and then begin that relationship. And it's not like you sit there and God speaks to you and then all of a sudden your life is healed. As a matter of fact, the closer you get to God, the more challenges will seem to come. Wow. Some people say it's the devil. Some just say as bigger level, bigger devils. Some just say, as you climb higher, the air gets thinner. I mean, you can however you want to look at it. It's coming. Yeah. Right? But as long as you keep getting connected, let it come. Because all those problems will become possibilities. Wow.
Yeah, what I really hear is as we deepen our faith in something that is unseen, like our cord or whatever to God, our connection to God, our connection presence gets thicker. So it's like the things that are big, kind of like negative energy or the devil or whatever it might be, it's like more able to see and try to like cut that cord, try to like distance ourselves from that presence, from that energy. And it's through our faith and our continued practice in that, and the fundamentals, the basics of being still, right? The basics of being still, of listening, the daily rituals of being of service, of contributing, of listening, of loving, of being grateful. We'll keep strengthening that. And no matter what happens, it's all a part of the journey. The journey was not meant to be just whoop, right to the top, to the tippy top, infinite top. No, it's a journey. It's a constant process. There's like ups and downs and ups and downs.
Put your hands up. Woo! Yeah, you're right, dude. Roller coaster. Right.
That's right, man. That's right. So, what do you see the biggest challenge is to making this impact that we're now, out to make together? 1 billion lives changed. What's the biggest challenge to making that happen, man?
Us, people, in our paradigms, in our inability for change, our inability to grow, being stuck in a fixed mindset. Us, the biggest enemy is the inner me.
Damn.
We're the ones, man. We're the ones. But, with people like you, in these marathons and putting content like this out and bringing like minds together and then regurgitating it and putting it back out into the world and networking, we can change that. The news is going to be the news. The news is going to be negative because that's what the news is built to do.
It's going to do its thing.
So let it do it. Let it do it. Like Jamie Foxx says. But Jamie Foxx and Ray. But we can create our own news.
Yes.
We create our own news, man. We bring the good news.
Yes.
I'm the news boy. Okay? I'm on a bike throwing newspapers at the front door. We create the news, Chris. So that's it. It doesn't matter what's going on around us. We control what things mean to us, and we control what we contribute.
Fire.
Yeah, man.
Fire, man. What do you see is one of the biggest lessons that you're out to share and teach this year, 2018? Like, what's the thing that you're living, the lesson, the mantra, the message, the wisdom? What is it that you're really out to share this year?
Yeah, man. The future, and I say this at the end of every live at 9 I do. The future is what you do today. So do something today that will impact your tomorrow. A lot of people are waiting for the future. They don't realize the future is right now what you're creating. That's why I care so much about young folks, because they're literally the future. Pouring into them now, we can shift some of this mindset and create a better tomorrow. But my mantra is, man, the future is what you do today. So if you want to be smaller, you want to have a better job, better career, you want to be a better husband, you want to beat an addiction, you want to go back to college at age 60. The future is what you do today. So whatever you want tomorrow, start doing it now. It's kind of weird, but that's kind of the way it works.
Yes.
You gotta do something right now, man, to get what you want later.
Rob, I'm going to challenge you, okay?
Yeah, let's do it.
How can you 10x your results?
Woo! Man. There's a couple ways, man. I need to 10x my involvement in conversations with people like you. So I need to have like 9 more of you. Right? That's one way. 2, invest $20,000 and get down to Tony Robbins' event.
Yes.
When I get there, I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna do the holy dance barefooted. Dude, I don't care what we're walking on. Gravel. I think we're going across hot coal eventually. But yeah. So invest in coaching, man. Investing heavily in coaching. But the thing with coaching is you gotta feel as if the person that's coaching you is gonna be able to coach you to the next level.
Yep.
Like I don't need anybody who's on the same level as me, or even and they don't even have to be light years ahead in everything. They just need to be light years ahead in something. Yep. An attribute that I desire. I got a young guy right now. His name is Noah. This kid is like 16. I'm paying him. Listen, I need him to answer a question for me. I sent him $10 through PayPal to answer a question. tomorrow we're having a session for $50. $50 just so you can help me go through Facebook. I need to understand some stuff.
Yeah.
Kid 16, he built my funnel.
Wow.
You know, I challenge you, man. That's what you got to do. You know, that's how you get better. That's how I can 10X, man. Just, you know, invest in coaching and invest in my knowledge base and get around like-minded people.
I love it. I love it. So you mentioned Steve Jobs and Martin Luther King as big inspirations for you. Is there anyone else who inspires you or who you aspire to be like?
Well, number one, my mother. You know, we came out. She's, you know, lower class. We weren't eating out of garbage cans. I mean, we had food, but, you know, it was real still. She came up, you know, put us up to college, became a lawyer, passed the bar. She has a great life, and she's in better shape in her now than she was when she was then. Wow. So I'm like, yeah, and she looks good for her age. So that, number one, that's the best person. Yeah. Okay. And then, you know, the list can go on forever. Tony Robbins, Les Brown, Mel Robbins, Frank Kern, you know, Chris Burns. It's a lot of people, man. You know, a lot of people.
Yes.
Dude. Yeah, it's a lot. For every area, it's like somebody there. Andrew Carnegie. Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. If you could give one of your traits and characteristics, qualities, attributes to every single person on the planet, what would you give? That's easy too, man. That's easy. That's a great question. I give them the empathy cord, man. I give them the empathy cord. That thing will. I got it when my daughter was born. Wow. Yeah, I got it. I was like, found myself crying at a movie, watching a Notebook with my wife. Like, what is wrong with me right now? What's happening? It's never happened. Ever since then, dude, I just been a mess. But honestly, what it really has done, it's given me this ability to really connect with people and understand people. And when you understand people, you have better relationships. So the quality of relationships across the globe will be better. You know?
Less war.
Less war. Yeah. I don't think war could exist in an empathy-full world. I'm like, look, dude, you did this. Man, when I'm looking at it this way, all right, well, you know what? You might be right.
I feel you, brother. I feel you. Let's reconcile.
Yeah, you know, we can come to a conclusion together where we both win. I know let's just work it out together. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, dude, that's possible.
Dude, that's a good one. That's a good one, man. Awesome. So, Rob, what does it mean for you to be your greatest possible self?
Every day better than I was the day before. Yes. Every day. And literally like measuring it, you know, measuring this thing, you know, so, you know, there's a pole. Yes. And I make sure that I guide myself and really see based off of my documentation of really where I was and what I accomplished and how I'm feeling. Am I excelling? That's it. And it's compound action, man, over time. Yes. Those little baby steps turn into flight. What was those brothers' name?
Wright brothers.
Right, man. Have you seen that? Have you seen that? There's something that comes on, the Men Who Built America.
Yes.
That's amazing. Then they had another one after that. And it was just like that, but it moved into Steve Jobs and Gates, and with the Wright brothers versus the other guys, and the telephone and the telegram and the radio. Dude, you got to catch it.
I do.
It's serious. It's serious, man.
Dude, that's awesome, man. All right, so Rob, we're beginning to wrap up. This has been a freaking blast, man. What is the final invitation to everyone who's invested their time with us here today, spent this time with us? What do we want to invite them to? What new paradigm, what new reality do they get to step into because of their time spent and invested with us here today?
So I want to invite every single person on Facebook planet to come join us in our group, 40 Days to Wellness. We are called the Wellness Tribe. Think about that, visualize that. You are a part of it. So just come on into the community with meal plans, exercise plans, positive motivation, people dropping their testimonies in, people dropping their meals, good community where the mind, body, and spiritual upliftment is happening every day. You know, I invite folks to come into that. And then I invite people to take a look in the mirror and ask themselves where they are mentally, physically, and spiritually. Really do a self-audit. Can you excel in any of these areas? Yes, I'm sure you can. So the next question is, how are you going to do that? Come to our community and let's talk about it. Because I don't have all the answers, but I know where to get them all from.
Like Henry Ford, I got those push buttons on my desk, baby.
I can't believe they try to take that guy to court, man. Henry was just like, you guys are tripping, okay? Let me tell you how it works.
Oh, my gosh. That's such an awesome example. Oh, man. So, dude, Rob, you're on fire, man. I'm super stoked and blessed to have you here. How do people stay connected with you specifically? And you invited them to the group. Anything else you want to share with them, man? Please.
You know what? I would say to just stay connected with me. Facebook is my home, man. That's my home. So you can just click on my name, and if you look up Rob Howze Life, it comes up. Rob Howze Life. You know, Facebook best like Rob Howze. Type Rob Howze Life in. I got that one. You know, it's funny. In 1980, there were no houses, none. All of a sudden, on Facebook, there are millions of us. I had no idea, no idea. But there's only one Rob Howze Life, so I got it. So that's how you connect with me, man. And then, you know, the Instagram and Twitter, I don't spend a lot of time. I do Hootsuite it just to stay relevant.
Yep.
You know, I stay focused. This is my community, Facebook.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Rob, thank you for the work that you do, man. Thank you for being a channel, a vessel for people being their greatest possible selves, for faith, for God, and just really inspiring people that they can become superhuman, man. And thank you for teaching people how to truly tap into their mind, their body, and their spirit and take it to the next level. You're doing very, very important work, and I'm grateful that my platform could help you get your message out, and keep it up, man. And we'll definitely have you back on. You're a lot of fun. You're a lot of fun, man.
Ditto, man. Ditto. Like I said, I appreciate, man, the Boston Mayor motivation time, man. I like this. This is powerful. It can't help but change lives. Did you make your last name up?
No.
You got that?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, dude. Wow. You know what I mean? Yeah, dude. 9 more of you. That's it. 9 more. Like the apostles walking and changed the world. Jesus did it with 12.
Okay. Hey.
I'm just saying, give me 10, you know?
I love it, man. I love you, brother. Hope you have an amazing day, man. All right. We'll see you soon.